Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I'm not going to waste any of your time. What we're doing in this video, 3 important things. First of all, I'm going to show you the results of the final competition to pick a member of the band, which was the lead singer round. Then I'm going to tell you what's happening next. I think you know what it's going to be. And finally, I'll show you the all-important full leaderboard so you can see exactly what the importance is of your upcoming votes. So let's have a little look here, and the final results for the lead singer. Well, as you can see, this is the top 10. Psyche came in just at the top, a few points clear of Mayu from Nemophila. But as you probably know, if you already know the leaderboard, neither of those positions is 100% secure from tiebreakers yet. Then we had Remy coming in from Glimspanky third, which I was surprised by. I'm glad that she's got so much love. Amazing singer. But I was surprised that she managed to beat out as many people as she did. Now, she was only like half a point clear of Lisa. Then we had Adult. And then those 3 were separated by, like less than 1 vote. There was like a point either way. I went through the top 10 and recounted those votes so many times to check I got them right. But yeah, that was so close between them. Then Sheena Ringo, I thought she was a strong contender, but she did well to come in 6th in this field. We had Fuki, Sue Metal lower than I expected, but I think so many people thought that Sue Metal was a definite to win that probably took away some people from voting for her. And then of course we've got Aina and Yuko. I thought that was a brilliant top 10, just for all those people who voted for Keiko Terada from Shoya. She came in 11th. And then we had Chiaki Sato, and there was a lot of very close votes. So even though we had a fantastic top 10, I must say it was very close. So what's next? Well, you know what comes next. Obviously, this next bit, we've now got to have the tiebreaker between the members of Band-Maid, because we have Psyche winning in this round, and of course she's not the only Band-Maid member to win one of the rounds. I guess we all knew that was going to happen. I'll show you the full leaderboard in a minute, but just remember, after we've done the tiebreakers, next we're going to have some fun competitions to choose the name of the band, which is going to be fun how we do that. Then we're going to go through and we're all going to choose between the AI generated album covers, which are going to be based on the title of the band. So this is going to be quite fun. I'm hoping we can maybe get all of that wrapped up if we're quick in the next month and be able to announce the whole thing when we do our end of year awards. That's my hope, but there is still a lot to do. And to show you how much there is to do, let's have a little look at the leaderboard, because the leaderboard, you'll see there's a couple of things left to be resolved. Let me talk you through it. All right, here it is. So, just before we go any further, you can see that Oriona on keyboard and Haruka, I was told off for my pronunciation before. She does spell it with an L, which is totally un-Japanese, but there you go. Those 2 are now definite. They cannot be beaten by any tiebreakers, so they are going to be your keyboard player and your lead guitarist. And I must admit, looking through here, as usual, you can see I've blacked out the names of anyone who can't now possibly be in the band. You can see the numbers are dwindling down to the last few, depending on the tiebreakers, and I think whoever we get from this lineup, I think it's going to be brilliant. I'm really impressed at just how interesting and diverse this lineup is. But let's have a look. So looking at the top layer, first of all, we've got to have a tiebreaker now between Akane from Band-Maid for the drummer, Kanami from Band-Maid for rhythm guitarist, interestingly enough, Misa from Band-Maid for bassist, and Psyche from Band-Maid for lead singer. And of course, only one of them can get through. We can only have one member from any particular band. Now, the reason why this is important is you're not just voting for your favourite Band-Maid member, but if you're not a Band-Maid fan yourself, then you have to consider what comes up next anyway. Or even if you're just, maybe a Band-Maid fan. I think everyone's a Band-Maid fan. You're a Band-Maid fan, but they're not like, your number one concern in this competition. Now, if you want Tommy from Scandal to be in the final band, then you have to make sure that anyone but Misa gets through, because she would be, if Misa doesn't get through, then Tomomi from Scandal is definitely going to be in, because then she would have no competition. The interesting thing is, though, is that you might see on the second layer we have 3 Nemophila members, which means whatever happens after the Band-Maid tiebreaker, there will have to be a Nemophila tiebreaker as well. Now, of course, if Misa is the Band-Maid member who gets through, then we're going to have a tiebreaker between Murata for drums, Hazuki for rhythm guitar, and Mayu for vocals. So that's going to be interesting, but either way there's going to be at least 2 Nemophila members who are going to have a tiebreaker. And of course, look lower below them. If neither Psyche or Mayu get through as the singer, then Remy from Glimspanky is the singer for the band. if neither Akane or Murata get through for drummer, then Senri Kawaguchi is the drummer. Now, I must admit, I only knew a little bit about Senri Kawaguchi before this whole thing started, and I am a massive #NoBias Akane fan, but since listening to Senri, I've been really impressed. I've listened to more of her stuff since she came up in the vote, and so that would be really interesting if she got through. But of course, if neither Konami or Hazuki get through on rhythm guitar, that means we have Hiroshi Ejima from Polka Dot Stingray on rhythm guitar. So there is still a lot of very strange results we could get from this, and I think either way, whatever the results are, it's going to be really brilliant. So I'm looking forward to this. I was expecting this band to be a mishmash mess, and yet that was kind of the fun of it, you know, sort of creativity by committee is never a good idea, and yet surprisingly I can't see any way this is going to be a bad lineup. I'm really looking forward to this. So that is what we have to work with. You know where this is going next. So the final thing you will probably find, just as this video is going live, I will be on the community page setting up the tiebreaker for the Band-Maid members. So you have to choose not only which Band-Maid member you want to go through, but think about the consequences of your choice as well. I'm not going to start the Nemophila one yet because, of course, we don't know which Nemophila members are really up for the tiebreaker. So once the Band-Maid tiebreaker is finished, the Nemophila tiebreaker will have to come second after that, with whichever 3 or 2 members are remaining. And then at that point, we will have our completed band lineup. This is fun. This is much more fun than I thought it was going to be, and you guys have been much more interesting and surprising than I thought these results could ever be. I'm really glad we've got 2 members already in the band, and they're really 2 really interesting members. Yeah, I can't wait to see where this goes. It's going to be so fun. I hope we get this all resolved in time for the end of year awards video. Thank you so much to all of you. Get into the community page now and vote in the poll for the Band-Maid member you want to go through to be the one remaining member of Band-Maid who makes it to the final cut of this band. And until I hopefully see you over there or anywhere on this channel, for now, ciao ciao.